Do you have plans for Halloween? A get-together to be at, or to hand out candy, or maybe even take your little ones out to get their treats and tricks on? Well, what if those plans were a little derailed by a little inconvenience in a hunger for flesh after recently dying? What do zombies do on Halloween?
Feel the chill in the air. Listen to the leaves rustle as they die and fall to the ground. It is Halloween. You will experience tales of horror, ghosts, and death. It is not recommended for the weak at heart. Join me for a tale of Halloween. This is Weekly Spooky.
Hello, my spookies. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for a little spooky in your weekly. I'm your host and narrator, Enrique Couto, and we have quite the story for you today and tomorrow and Friday, because I want to remind you, every day in October, we have something scary for you to enjoy. Yesterday, we published an interview with Cameron Chaney from Library Macabre, a YouTube channel I really enjoy because it covers scary books. And if you like Weekly Spooky, I guarantee you enjoy yourself some horror literature, so make sure to check out that episode. We talk about some of the best books to read to get yourself in the Halloween spirit. And tomorrow, we have a full-length novella for you called Vampire Night by Joe Rustin. You haven't heard any of Joe's work on the program yet, but I assure you, you are going to enjoy it quite a bit. So, after you enjoy your filling dish of zombie, tomorrow you can have some vampire for dessert. And if you just simply cannot have enough Weekly Spooky, well, you can get an additional episode this month if you head over to weeklyspooky.com and click on Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, we do a bonus episode every single month. But now, my friends, it's just about time for the smorgasbord to open. We're about to celebrate a zombie's Halloween right here on the show. But before we do, I want to say thank you for listening. Make sure you're subscribed on your favorite podcasting app, and while you're over at Apple Podcasts and Spotify, why not leave a 5-star rating to help us get more spookies on board? But now, oh yes, there is a chill in the air indeed. So try and creep a little quieter as we hope the undead don't hear us. And we'll start the story after these quick words. A Zombie's Halloween by Rob Fields. I'm laying in my bed and just hoping my alarms won't go off. No such luck. The alarm clock and my smartphone both go off at almost the same time. I groan and force myself to move and turn off the alarms. God damn it, I mutter. Of course it's God damn it. Today's Halloween here in Strickfield. Today I should be sleeping in, not getting up and getting ready for school. What's that? You say there's no school on Halloween in Strickfield? If you go to public school or Strickfield University, then you'd be right. But if you go to Strickfield Academy, however, then you're going to school. You see, when it was voted into law to make Halloween a 7-day event, Strickfield Academy fought and fought to make sure they wouldn't have to be included in the proposed law. Mayor Patrick Gunter asked that the exception be written into the issue. Even with the exception, the issue still passed by an overwhelming majority and became village law. As I'm showering and trying to wake my sexy ass up, I keep being pissed at my parents for enrolling me at that fucking hellhole. I keep telling them I wanted to go to public school, but no! My parents happen to be friends with quite a few of the Mirrans. No, not just friends. They're the personal attorneys for those overly rich snobs. Many of those Mirrans have their kids enrolled at Strickfield Academy and recommended my parents do the same for me. I've been at that shithole for the last 3 years. Getting through senior year is going to be the most difficult yet. I finish showering and start drying off. I look in the mirror and see my newly dyed hair. It was originally blonde, but I wanted black with flaming orange streaks for Halloween. The other girls on the cheerleading squad love it. Not Headmistress Hiltonson, but what can the bitch do? Getting my hair colored ain't against school policy. I finish drying off and go back to my bedroom. I put on most of my cheerleading uniform and then look at my naked upper body in the mirror. I love my body, and so do many of the boys at Strickfield Academy. Then I put my top on. No bra. Yeah, the handbook says we're supposed to wear underwear, including bras. If I gotta keep going to that fucking hellhole, I'm gonna wear whatever I please. It ain't long before Annie Godfrey texts me and tells me she'll be at my house shortly. I blow myself a kiss in the mirror before I get up and leave my room. I make my way down to the front door. When I come out with my backpack, I see Annie in her new, fully loaded Ford Mustang GT. I get in the car and accept the menthol cigarette from her. "Looking sexy as always, hotness," Annie says. I take a pull on the cigarette and hand it back to her. Maybe Hiltonson will finally expel me for being so hot I burn. Annie sticks the cigarette back in her mouth and stomps the gas. The back tires squeal as we move forward. Her dad owns a bunch of car dealerships and gave his baby girl whatever new car she wanted for her birthday. Yeah, Annie's my spoiled rotten bestie. I can't believe how this fucking village bows to Headmistress Hiltonson, Annie mutters. She's the reason we're going to school today and tomorrow. I'm telling you, we should just skip it, I hint. Good idea, then Dad'll find out and take my baby away. I smirk. I'd love it if Daddy kicked my sexy ass out of the house for skipping school. Annie raised an eyebrow. And what would you do for money? I'm sure I could find a few rich Mirrans and let them fuck me for some damn good money, I reply. Annie grins and hands me the cigarette again. Better be careful, hotness. You're already skating on thin ice with Hiltonson. Fuck her, I mutter. At least we can wear our cheerleading outfits without the bitch giving us a hard time. Yup, you guessed it. Annie and I do anything and everything we can to see how far we can push the boundaries. It wasn't long ago Castalia Mirren got expelled from Strickfield Academy. Lucky bitch. Anyway, she had tattoos and piercings that kept getting her into trouble with Hiltonson. When we all heard Castalia got expelled, you'd have thought there was a long moment of silence throughout the place. Yeah, that's how popular she was. And once Castalia was gone, guess who Hiltonson turned her attention to next? Yep, you guessed it. The worst the bitch ever got on me was smoking a cigarette outside the cafeteria. She bitched and bitched till she was blue in the face. I kept hoping and praying she would have eventually expelled me. But no such luck. Annie turns into the big gate of Strickfield Academy. You can tell the other students are just so fucking happy to be here today. But here we are, wearing our uniforms and our fake smiles. Our cheerleading squad feels like we're the chosen ones since we get to wear these sexy outfits. Yeah, we got a game to cheer for after school today against Ridgeway Heights. That means a long-ass bus ride there and back, guaranteeing Annie and I are going to miss out on much of the Halloween happenings tonight. Annie parks and we walk to our part of the academy. Nobody's wearing any kind of Halloween costume. Want to guess why? Yeah, you guessed it. Hiltonson only got on the loudspeaker every day last week and reminded everybody that the Strickfield law about Halloween does not and will never apply to this shithole. Furthermore, anybody caught wearing Halloween costumes will be assigned Saturday detention till the end of the school year. We meet up with the rest of the squad. We ain't got much time for greetings, however, when the iron claw of Headmistress Hiltonson snatches my wrist and turns me around to face her. "You've been smoking again, haven't you?" she demands. I smile and show the bitch my pearly whites. "Why, yes, I am. People do call me the hotness for a reason, you know." Oh, does she ever frown at me. "Don't you get smart with me, Bernadette Hollow. I don't care if your parents are the most powerful lawyers for miles around. You will be disciplined for getting out of line." I still smile brightly for her. "Sure thing, Your Highness. Anything you say. You want me to bend over and pull my panties down so you can make my rosy red ass even redder?" Slap! Oh, yes, she did. Hiltonson's hand was a blur when she slapped me right across the face, making my head snap back fast. I slowly turn back to her. "You Jezebel!" Hiltonson yells. Yeah, the left side of my face is real hot. I still smile pretty for her, though. There are plenty of things I can do right now, including involving my parents. But I love getting under Hiltonson's skin so much. In fact, I lean in and lock eyes with the head nuns. "Happy Halloween!" Slap! And that one was even harder than the first. But I still show Hiltonson my pearly whites. "You want me out of this uniform, just say the word. Then I ain't gotta cheer for the stupid game tonight. I can go trick-or-treating. Oh, and there's the retro Halloween weekend horror-thon playing at the drive-in, and slap! Now I actually taste blood. Yeah, the bitch hit me so hard she drew blood. Then I look right at her. Fuck you! Yeah, she wants to throw me out of here, but she knows my parents will sue this place. She sees the blood on my lips and teeth. Oh, she's gonna wish she'd never met me. I really want to beat the living shit out of Hiltonson right now. I'm gonna come back here tonight and fuck her up. Ever hear that saying about being careful what you wish for? After school, we're on our way to Ridgeway Heights. Well, at least we were, until the bus broke down. Turned out some jackass never filled the fucking gas tank before leaving the academy. Fine with me. I'd rather be in Strickfield doing Halloween things. Then the bitch bus driver points right at me. "How about you head into these woods and see if you can buy some gas for the bus?" I'm ready to tell the old bat to get fucked, but Annie quickly stops me. Then she whispers in my ear, "Go, just take your time. Then we'll have to go to the fucking game. In fact, I know plenty of places we can get drunk and laid tonight." I smile right at Annie and grab the sides of her face. We get lots of gasps when I plant one right on her lips. When I stop kissing her, Annie looks right at me. I think she wants me to kiss her again. After I do, she stands up and lets me go. I walk to the front of the bus and get out to find the gas can the hag wants me to take. Now I see right where we ran out of gas at. The backwoods of Strickfield. I heard all kinds of fucked up shit happens back here. Personally, I think it's all bullshit as I pick up the gas can and head into the woods. You wouldn't believe all the looks I get when I come back onto the bus. It's almost dark now. Oh, I did get the gas, but I really feel like shit now. Both my left shoulder and right side of my neck are really hurting. "Jesus, hotness, what happened to you?" Annie asks. When I sit down, she sees my neck. "Wow, those are some long scratches. And your shoulder, are you bleeding?" I shiver and hold myself. I got my varsity jacket on, which usually keeps me warm. Guess I'm bleeding through it. Found this house. Nobody was home. Found the gas. Little hillbilly kid surprised me. I don't know what was wrong with him. He just looked horrible. He really stank, too. He jumped up on me from behind and took me down. I got the little shit off of me, but he scratched me on the neck, and fuck, it hurts. Then the old bat comes back on the bus. Do you have any idea how late you've made us for the game, Bernadette? Get fucked, I groan. She wants to unleash her fury on me, but sees I'm hurt. She's quickly on her smartphone to the academy. After some conversation, she hangs up and looks at me again. I'm taking us back. Headmistress Hiltonson's going to be very angry with you, Bernadette. Fuck Hiltonson, I say under my breath. It takes a little bit for the hag to turn the bus around, then I moan a little before I lurch forward and puke all over a band geek. Ew, he cries. Really? Annie puts her hand on my forehead. Then she calls up front. She's got a fever. She's really burning up. I feel the pain on my shoulder again, reminding me the little fucker bit me too. I was okay for a while. I think I lost a lot of blood from the bite. My neck bled too. I know I got away from that kid since I obviously made it back to the bus. I can't help myself now. I'm so tired and weak. I lay my head on Annie's shoulder and fall asleep.
I like it spooky. Weekly Spooky will be right back.
Not sure how long I slept, but I feel myself starting to twitch and know I'm waking up. Something's different now. I'm not in any more pain. I'm not even burning up and freezing at the same time, but I do still feel cold. Honey, are you okay? Somebody's asking me. I fully open my eyes and see a nun looking down at me. I think I'm back at Strickfield Academy. Now the nun gasps in horror. God in heaven, your eyes! And then I suddenly grab the nun and pull her down to me. She cries out when I bite a huge chunk of flesh right out of the side of her neck. The nun screams and tries to break free. I grab hold of the collar of her habit and sit up to take another bite out of her neck. The nun's blood squirts hard out of her gashes, some getting on me. Then she groans and drops to the floor. I growl a little and get off the cot. Now I'm lowering myself to the floor. She's still twitching a little when I grab her face and dig into it. She screams one last time when I pull her skin right off her face, taking one of her eyeballs along with it. With her face now in my hands, I bring it up to my mouth and eat. I don't know why I want to eat like this. I just know I'm so hungry, and this flesh tastes delicious. After I finish eating her face, I tear her habit open. Then I tear her stomach wide open and pull her guts out. It isn't long before I'm wearing more of her blood. After some time passes, the nun starts twitching a little. Then some more. I finish what I'm eating and slowly stand up. I watch the nun stand up too. Now I understand when she was talking about my eyes. The nun's eyes were blue. Now her one remaining is a sickening, pukey yellow. I understand the nun is just like me now. Wow. I really fucking died. That fucking hillbilly brat who attacked me in the backwoods, he was dead too. He hurt me bad and made me just like him. I just killed this nun and now she's like me and the little boy. We both look at each other for a long moment. I try talking to the nun, but all that comes out are growls. The nun answers by making this raspy sound. I turn to the door and start moving towards it. Funny, I should be able to easily walk, but I can't. I can walk, but it's like my get up and go just got up and left. I'm managing walking, just really slowly. The nun's walking the same pace with me. When we reach the door, I open it. We walk out into the hallway. And then I know exactly what I want to do. I want to scream, "Hiltonson! You're dead meat, you fucking bitch! I'll teach you to slap me! Again, all that comes out are a bunch of growls. Christ, I'm both angry and hungry as fuck. I really want to kill the headmistress. I'm hoping the bitch is still here. Wait a minute. Of course she is. If she ain't in her office, then she's gotta be at her cottage here on campus. Remembering where her office is, I turn and start heading there. The nun turns and comes with me. I guess us dead people gotta stick together, right? Yeah, I'm fucking dead, no doubt about it. I know I ain't breathing. I'm moving really slowly. I'm cold all over. It's taking effort for me to move the way I want. I want to walk normal, but I just can't. And then there's that shit about not being able to talk. But how am I still thinking normally? I move my hand to my neck. My scratches are still there. I touch my shoulder. That piece of flesh is still missing from where that little shit bit me, but I'm not bleeding anymore. And then I actually have an epiphany. Since I'm a walking dead girl now, I don't ever have to come to classes here ever again, right? I can literally do whatever I want. Well, right now, Headmistress Hiltonson is on the menu, and I ain't leaving here until I eat every bit of flesh off her body. Before long, the faceless nun and I reach the headmistress's office. I open the door and walk in. I see another nun. It ain't Hiltonson, but I can feed my gnawing hunger some more at least. She looks at us. It's Sister Sarah. Bernadette? Sister? Are you two all right? You both know Halloween costumes are not permitted here. When the faceless nun and I are almost to Sister Sarah, she gets all scared now. She quickly gets out of her desk and starts grabbing and throwing stuff at us. Get back! Sister Sarah yells. Get away from me! You both are abominations before Almighty God! Oh Lord, save me! Unfortunately for her, her savior makes no move whatsoever as the faceless nun and I both press her up against the wall and start biting into her. She screams like a wild banshee as we eat one piece of flesh right after another off of her. When she falls, we lower ourselves and start sharing her together. I rip into Sister Sarah's habit and open her up like I did the faceless nun earlier. After several minutes, Sister Sarah starts twitching. The faceless nun and I both stop eating her and watch her sit up, slowly. Why do we just suddenly stop when we see she's one of us now? Maybe it's some kind of instinct built into us or something. We never eat or attack each other. The three of us are on our feet. I remember Headmistress Hiltonson's office and start walking there. When I reach her door, I grab the handle and open it. Hiltonson's huge copy of the Holy Bible is on her desk, but she ain't here. That means she's got to be at her cottage at that part of the campus where all the other senior staff live. Must be nice being an abusive fucking bitch and getting generous perks for it. Well, I ain't giving up. Like I said, I ain't leaving here until she makes my tummy ready to burst. I turn and start walking again. I know exactly where the staff cottages are on campus. I really wish I could fucking run. But I just can't. No matter. It's just me and the two nuns I made. I don't know why they feel they gotta stick with me, but I don't care. The more of us there are, the better we can score food. In fact, we end up killing and eating some students who stayed behind. Now they're walking with us. Now my dead army is up to 8. Even the others look at me like I'm their leader. Well, guess what, Hiltonson, you fascist bitch? You wanted to keep Halloween as far away from Strickfield Academy as you could. Well, you're gonna get a Halloween you ain't never gonna forget. We may be walking so goddamn slow, but we do make it to your corner of the campus. We're now walking on the street where all the faculty cottages are lined up on both sides. Unfortunately for you, I know which one you happen to live in. It's the odd-numbered side in Cottage 1. That means we gotta walk the whole street just to get to you. And if you ain't here, we can eat up every last person living here. One way or another, I will get you. And then, as if luck is walking with us, Headmistress Hiltonson just happens to open her front door to step outside. She's wearing a long robe and is smoking one of her herbal cigarettes. She rarely ever walks around Strickfield without her habit on. I know she always goes to football games in regular clothes. I heard a few girls say they'd love to take her to bed. Crazy fucking bitches. Oh, that's right. That crazy Angie wants to take Hiltonson to bed. Hiltonson's peace is soon disrupted when she hears us making noise. As soon as she sees us walking deadly slow down her street, she turns and scowls. "Students are not permitted to be on faculty grounds," Hiltonson states. "As headmistress of Strickfield Academy, I demand you turn around and leave right now. If you don't, you will all be dealt severe discipline." Yeah, like we're really gonna let her threats scare us. We just keep right on coming. "Last chance, turn around and leave right now," Hiltonson yells. "You will not be told again." It ain't long before we're under the streetlights near Hiltonson's cottage. Oh, she gets real pissed off when she sees us. She points right at us. "How dare you wear Halloween costumes on Strickfield Academy grounds? Halloween is Satan's holiday, and we never celebrate anything of the devil here. You shall all be dealt with most harshly." When we keep moving towards her, she finally sees me now. "Bernadette Hollow, I should have known," she roars. "Not only are you a Jezebel, but you're a heathen." Just then, one of the priests is right there on the street. "I just called security. They'll be along any time to..." Gah! Some of my army grab hold of him and take him down to the road. Headmistress Hiltonson gasps in utter horror when she sees them ripping him apart and devouring him. I keep my eyes on the prize and reach out for Hiltonson. I growl when I'm grabbing her forearm. But it seems I've underestimated the headmistress. She grabs my forearm instead. Now she brings her bare foot up and cracks me in the face. I'm feeling dazed now. Then she shoves me away from her porch. I fall and land on my back. It ain't long before I'm slowly getting back to my feet. Hiltonson gets inside her cabin and slams her door shut and locks it. Very quickly, we all surround her cottage. There are enough of us behind her front door to make it finally give way after some minutes. I'm the first one in. She's got all kinds of religious shit everywhere. I think she really feels like she's a child of God. Suddenly, Headmistress Hiltonson comes out of her bedroom. She ain't wearing her robe no more. She's fully dressed now. Not in her habit, though. She's wearing everything white. Pants, turtleneck sweater, and boots. "You wish to do battle with me, Satan? Me?" She laughs scornfully. "I've trained my whole life for the day your armies would come for me, Prince of Lies. And now you send an undead army to challenge me?" She raises her fists. "Get behind me, Satan!" Our dead army is about to find out we greatly underestimated Hiltonson. The two dead guys ahead of me get knocked flat on their backs. I roar and lunge at her. I want to take a bite out of her so badly I really don't care that she can fight. I roar again as others are coming up beside me. Then Hiltonson kicks me hard in between my tits, making me stagger back and knocking a few of my own army down with me. Now Hiltonson attacks and moves like she's starring in her very own action movie. This fucking bitch is like Jet Li. I can't believe she knows martial arts. She's beating the snot out of all of us. But I ain't giving up. Either I'm gonna bite her or she'll have to kill me. Hiltonson flips herself over to a cabinet and quickly opens it. She's got guns in her hands now. See how quickly I dispel your armies, Satan. She fires them. Holy shit. She's dropping my army fast by shooting them right between the eyes. When they're hit, they fall over and stay dead. Now it's just down to her and me. I got enough sense in my dead brain to quickly move into her little kitchen to avoid getting shot. You can flee, Bernadette, but we both know you can't move very fast, don't we? I hear her saying to me. I have faced your kind before. I shall triumph over you the way I've triumphed over all of your Lord and Master's minions. Come face me, heathen. Let me end your suffering. She's right. If I can't make my dead body move fast enough to where I can fight Hiltonson, she'll fucking kill my ass. I didn't come all the way out here to the queen bitch herself just to die at her self-righteous feet. Remembering I can still think, I turn and open a kitchen drawer. When I feel Hiltonson's almost on me, I attack and stab her with a very sharp kitchen knife. Yeah, bitch. Looks like you underestimated me. Now she's got a knife buried in her shoulder. Her white turtleneck's turning red quick. I want to scream, "Fuck you, Hiltonson!" Again. All that comes out, though, are loud growls and grunts. Why can't I fucking talk? Hiltonson's the one screaming, though. Yeah, she didn't like me surprising her like that. She kicks me hard under my chin and makes me fall on my back. My head hits hard against the refrigerator, and I'm on my ass. I look up at her now and growl with determination. Hiltonson pulls the knife out of her shoulder. I will send you back to Satan very shortly, Bernadette. Tell your master he must do much better if he's to defeat a true servant of the Lord. Hiltonson sees me get to my feet again. She raises the knife and comes after me. I manage to grab hold of a pot and swing it hard, cracking her right in the head. Again, she never saw it coming. Now she's on her back now. I quickly move and drop right on top of her. No! Hiltonson cries when I'm snapping my teeth at her. Dear God, no! I'm sitting on her waist, and she's holding my wrists. Being dead, I can't match Hiltonson for shit when it comes to speed, but being this close to her means I can almost match strength with her. I roar and growl when I remember her slapping me 3 times earlier today. You drew blood from me, Hiltonson. Now I want yours. Just seeing her turtleneck all red now makes me so proud. I got that fucking bitch worse than she got me. Now I actually scream at her. Get off of me, Bernadette! Hiltonson yells. I scream again and finally pin her wrists down. And then I focus. God damn it. I'm gonna say something to Hiltonson before I eat her. It takes everything for me to finally get it out. Die! I end up opening my mouth so wide it makes the sides of my face split. Hiltonson shrieks. I hope she pissed herself. My tongue's practically hanging out of my wide-open jaws now. I'm finally going to have my meal. Never! Hiltonson screams. She suddenly roars and finds the strength to shove me right off her. Then she does a kip-up back to her feet. I'm almost back on my feet when she picks up the knife I stabbed her with minutes ago. As I'm propping myself up on her counter, I look right at her and stagger her way. That's when Hiltonson draws back. I'm totally fucked when she easily flings the knife so it ends up right between my eyes. I can feel the blade stuck right in my brain now. I wobble and drop to my knees. I ain't dead yet, but I'm losing control of my body. Headmistress Hiltonson comes to me. You were foolish to come and challenge me, Bernadette. Me! Know this before you stand before Almighty God for His judgment. Through His power, I was able to stand victorious against an army of your kind. She sneers now. Oh, I know there are others out there. I know there are vampires, werewolves, and other monstrosities that Satan has sent here to the mortal realm to corrupt humanity. I fall into a reclining position beside the dishwasher now. It ain't gonna be long before I'm really gonna be dead. Hiltonson smiles. By day, I'm the head mistress of this prestigious academy. By night, I go out and prowl for Satan's creations like yourself. In slaying such creatures, I have recently learned of a vampire by the name of Bella Tabon and a werewolf by the name of Daniel Boyd. Such a pity you will not be around to see me destroy them with my own 2 hands. I make a last attempt to reach up for Hiltonson. She stops me when she slams her knee onto my tits and grabs the knife handle. Happy Halloween, Bernadette Hallow. I truly hope for your sake they celebrate it in hell, where I'm sure God will send you very shortly. When she pushes the knife even further into my brain, it's definitely the end. Well, that certainly left some interesting possibilities on the table. Headmistress Hiltonson is aware of our very own beloved Bella Tabon, and perhaps we'll find out a little bit more this Friday. So make sure you don't miss it, or any of the excellent content we're publishing every single day this October. I can't lie, I have been very, very sleep deprived, bringing you all that I can. And, believe it or not, there's even more coming. Tomorrow is our novella, Vampire Night, which I know you'll enjoy. It's kind of like Bridesmaids meets Fright Night. And then on Friday, we have another return to Strickfield. Saturday, another Halloween compilation after popular demand. We got a lot of excellent comments about last week's compilation, so we're going to treat you to even more of the best of Weekly Spooky from Halloween. And of course, on Sunday, I keep hearing there's some kind of mysterious broadcast airing. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but you all seem to really enjoy it, so it won't be stopping anytime soon. I also want to say an extra special thank you to our Patreon podcast boosters, folks who pay just a little bit more on our Patreon to hear their names on the show, and they are Johnny Nix, Bobbletopia.com, Megan Hua, Julia Kirsch, Brent McCullough, Steve King, Karen Wiemet, and Craig Cohen. And if you want to hear your name on the show, all you have to do is go to weeklyspooky.com, click on Patreon, and choose any tier at $15 or higher. But honestly, any contribution makes a huge difference and allows us to keep doing the show every single week, and clearly, well beyond. But now, my spookies, it's time for me to get back to work. I have so much more to bring you. We're not even halfway through October, and I just got my decorations up. And now, I'm talking to you. So, for our executive producers, Rob Fields and Joshua Butler, for our producer, Dan Wilder, and our composer, Ray Mattis, I will talk to you first thing tomorrow. And it's gonna be scary. Talk at you later.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to find your way back next week. But for now, you are safe. Trust me.